This is Mike with the One Stop Co-op Shop, and today I'm reviewing Boss Fighters QR, and disclaimer that I got a review copy of this one. In Boss Fighters QR, 2 to 4 players, or a solo player controlling 2 characters, battle against an increasingly difficult array of bosses in card-based combat that is app-assisted to run all the boss's special actions and effects. And you have to defeat the boss, taking away all of their life before any of your heroes goes down to 0 life. So let's discuss 5 key things to know about Boss Fighters QR. So first, my number 5, the least important to know, but still important or I wouldn't include it on the list, and this one is definitely important, is the app itself. The app works really well overall. You don't need to use a tablet, by the way. We played the majority of our plays with a phone, and while it is a little bit small then for each of the players to see, that's one complaint, it still works really well with a phone. But the core action here is that you play cards by scanning the QR code on the back. You just leave the device in the middle of the screen and hold it up, and the QR code scans it and resolves it right away. It keeps track of the boss's damage, keeps track of a bunch of other things. You'll get special reactions from the bosses that you won't understand fully until you kind of learn their behaviors, but all of it is run by the app, so you get these surprises that wouldn't be possible with just physical components. But a few minor complaints that might bother some people besides the fact that there just is an app. I know for some of you that will be a non-starter. Also, there's no undo button. They said that it wouldn't work for some effects for the bosses, but I don't know. I think it would have been fine, and I find it a little bit annoying when we don't have it at times, when we like misscan a card. And then perhaps my biggest annoyance, although this is something they could theoretically fix, is that there's no way if I'm playing the game on a different device, like I forgot to bring my device or whatever, to just quickly unlock the bosses to get back to where you were. But otherwise, the app is great, and they've even already added their first bonus boss, so the app is going to allow more content to come as well. So yeah, again, it's going to not work for some people. There are a couple of annoyances, but really this is basically a full pro for me. It's a great system. Next to number 4 are the characters and the leveling up, and this is a full pro. So you've got 4 different characters in the game and 4 different classes, and you can mix and match them however you like. And even within a sort of campaign, it's not really a campaign game, but even within a given group, I can play a jungle troll mage this game, and then play a halfling rogue the next game. But then on top of that, and I'll show these quickly to not spoil much, but you unlock new cards that let you do some deck construction. You can add cards to your deck and then remove cards to keep it to 20. You also get, again, not showing spoilers here, but you get new versions of your characters and new versions of your classes that give you really crazily impactful special abilities that you can use time and time again every round if you get the prerequisites right. So the game really gives you a lot of fun stuff to unlock as you go from boss to boss. Next to number 3 is another big pro, the great cooperation in the game. So first of all, a lot of the cards will have protection, and you can apply that to any character to stop them from getting attacked. But then also the bosses have different defenses against certain attack types, so you can talk to each other and try to focus on melee or focus on ranged. Also, there are cards that are support cards with a plus, and those don't work unless another player or you have played a matching attack earlier in the round. So you have to pay attention to the order you're playing your cards, and then as you build into the later bosses and unlock the later cards, there are so many combos. Like if I play a card, it'll boost the next card you play. You can give each other card draw. There's just a lot going on. When you play the first few bosses, you won't fully appreciate this because so many options get unlocked later. You really got to pay attention to what the other players are doing and talk about your strategy carefully, or you're probably going to die. And that goes right into my number 2, which is also a full pro. Like I said, they're pretty much all full pros, which are the really interesting action options. You want to really carefully consider which actions do I want to play? What do I hold on to? You can build combos with your cards because some cards boost others, and you only discard the cards you played plus any cards you want to at the end of the round, so you can hang on to cards to build into specific combos. But oh my gosh, it gets so much crazier than that because you also get these items that you can also scan as an action, and they let you do things like draw more cards, heal, play random cards. Just so many things to try and undo with your actions. And when you play on the higher difficulty settings, again, this is a very tough game and a very strategic game. You need to carefully consider your actions and how they match the bosses. And that leads into my number 1, the most important thing to know about the game. Also a big pro, and those are the bosses themselves because they are so incredibly varied. Some of them have minions that do things. They inflict different status effects on you. Some of them are vulnerable or not vulnerable at different times. I'm talking the level of complexity in a very challenging JRPG boss battle, but in a very digestible, board game friendly experience. And then an awesome feature is that each of the bosses has 4 different difficulty levels, but a cool thing is the game leaves it up to you. You can freely bring back level ups from later bosses and like the stronger class cards and stuff to try earlier bosses at higher difficulty settings. And again, that's not even including the fact that, sorry, you can't see them, you are going to have bonus bosses, at least one already, and obviously more to come, especially if the game keeps doing well. So overall, you might want to check out Boss Fighters QR if you like boss battlers, if you like card games with combos and cool card actions, if you like varied characters and a bit of deck construction. It's great at all of those. But on the other hand, you might want to avoid this one if you don't like apps in your game since it is required. Or if you, don't like card games, don't like boss battlers. Honestly, it's hard to find much to complain about in this game besides the potential app frustration. It's an amazing experience. And if you want to see the game in action, I did a playthrough recently on the channel. Thanks for watching, everybody. Good gaming, and I'll see you at the next stop.